previously on Raiders of the Serpent Seas. Our heroes are still at Drifthall, attending the clan gathering, an event that occurs only once every 7 years. During this crucial meeting, they successfully thwarted an arson plot and decided the fate of the perpetrator, Nar of the Natal clan, who is now imprisoned. Their wisdom shone as they navigated the assembly, ensuring all the leaders were free from the sinister grip of Ironwood. The call of adventure beckons our party to the inner continent next, where they will embark on a quest to uncover the secrets of Ironwood and confront the mysterious witches. Meanwhile, Hrolf will journey north to confront the giants. Each path is filled with danger and discovery. Before setting sail, a tournament insisted upon by the All-Jarl tested some of their mettle. In this brutal competition, our heroes, Baldur and Rauder, chose mercy over death, a decision that resonated throughout. Despite their valiant efforts, it was a different raider who emerged victorious, leaving behind unanswered questions and a legacy of fallen warriors, including the formidable Athos from the War clan. We prepare to dive into our next chapter. Questions remain. How will the clans honour the fallen? What are the consequences that await those that have been shown mercy? Our journey through the Serpent Seas continues, with new challenges and mysteries awaiting on the horizon. Okay, so we are all back here in the moments here. So the battle, the silence of everything is just sort of coming over as the winner of this event is sort of being there. But yeah, as the dust settles in the arena of Drifthall, the clamour of the crowd dims to a suspenseful murmur. The field is littered with fallen warriors from the tournament, most motionless, some groaning in pain and stirring weakly. Frode Fluffhelm is the winner of this event, after we named him Fluffy Raider from last time. He is momentarily basking in the glory of his triumph here. So he is, yes, a very happy man. Baldur lays unconscious among the defeated. Raudor is head splattered to the ground as this is going on. Their fates are sort of hanging in the balance as Frode sort of takes the center stage of the space for a moment, and the All-Jarl will step up and begin to speak. She steps up and says in her voice, "Frode Fluffhelm, you have proven your might," she declares, her gaze sweeping over the arena. "But a raider's job is not done until all threats are vanquished. Finish them. Let none of those that challenged you stand again." A murmur starts to go throughout the crowd at this moment, as Frode stands there for a few moments and is looking around at the fallen. Does anyone have anything that the interim or intercede in these moments? Is this going to be playing out?
Hodor's in shock that his brother has been felled. That is not something that Hodor ever expected to witness.
Frode Fluffhelm moves to the first of the fallen that's groaning on the ground. Seems to shake his head for a moment, and then stabs through, killing whatever life was left on that guy. He starts to move towards Baldur as the next person along the line as he goes. A few steps forward.
I say, poor Baldur. But he knew what he was in for.
Yeah, no, Hodor will we'll yell. For the first time probably anyone's heard him yell. We'll go, "No!"
Okay. There's a moment of stunned silence as a voice sort of comes looking from over to one side as this is going forward. Anything else in the moments?
He will say, "As one of the destined of us, my brother is needed in the land of the living. There is The fates have greater plans for him here, I am sure of it.
Frode sort of looks towards you for a moment. Sort of, you can see there's sort of recognition to what you're saying in the moment. He looks back to the All-Jarl, and the All-Jarl gives a solemn nod and sort of thumb down in the moment. Another flutter of sort of murmurs are coming throughout the crowd. Frode is sort of picks himself up for a moment, and then a different voice will ring out. Stop! And Hrolf steps forward into the mix of the arena. His presence, you've never seen him in this form before, but he does command attention. This seems to bring the rest of the crowd to silence for a moment. And even Frode sort of looks around, kind of looking a little relieved that someone else has spoken up as well in the moment. Brothers and sisters of the Serpent Sea, today we have witnessed the valor and the strength of our warriors. Each came here willing to risk it all for the honor of their clan, driven by bravery, not malice. He starts to walk amongst the fallen and sort of makes his way over towards Baldur, mainly. And he sort of steps a little bit in front of where Frode is standing at the moment. He says, to kill in battle is one thing. To execute the defenseless is quite another. We are raiders, but we do not pride ourselves on the honor of this if we will take out the weak or the ones that are unconscious. What honor is there in this act? Choose well, Frode Frothelm. Choose honor. And he sort of steps off. As you're seeing that, the All-Jarl looks unbelievably furious in this moment that someone has dared to sort of bring a comment to all of this, and she's sort of looking around as to see if others amongst the crowd are sort of are actually going to be following her. But the mood is more in favor of Hrolf, and there's definitely note of that. You've not seen him ever literally go up against her in any way like this before, but yeah, the Raiders choose him in this moment rather than her. Frode seems to take in Hrolf's words and will look to the All-Jarl one last time and then nod to Hrolf and step back, raising up his weapon and taking the cheers of the crowd, who are still ecstatic that he is the winner in these moments. And yeah, it's probably at that point that the All-Jarl is almost storming out of the arena at pace for what that has just done. A few moments will pass. Does anyone anyone do anything in these moments?
As soon as the All-Jarl leaves, Frida's no longer scared. So she gets up and she'll go heal Baldur with some divine power.
No problem.
So she'll just lay on hands all of it, because I'm assuming we're going to sleep at some point. 35 hit points goes on to you.
So as you do that, like, his eyes stay closed. He will, like, lift his hand up and he'll say, I knew you would come for me, my Valkyrie.
Get the hell off me. Well, I'll put you back down.
Oh, it's you.
Hrolf says, welcome back to the land of the living. Well done, but next time, make sure you stay on your feet. But you fought quite well. and he will go and take a few moments on his own. You can see whatever he had to do there has cost him a bit in terms of everything.
What are the reactions of the Volve from all this?
Make an insight check. Let's see what you can pick up on all of that. Rolling very, very privately. Let's have a...
Oh, sorry, that was a self roll. Let me public roll. I just realized I'm
private?
trying to.
Yeah, I can't tell.
No, sorry, I'm trying to fix something in the background.
That's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Oh.
19. You get the sense that they are relatively pleased that this is how this is actually playing out, Frida. They're certainly probably not so concerned that the All-Jarl has been put in a place a little bit in these moments, and you get the feeling that sense that they're reasonably happy with this outcome. They wouldn't have been that keen on the idea of losing all the warrior, the top-rated warriors of the Serpent Sea in one battle. The fact that 2/3 are probably going to survive. That's not a bad shout.
What about their sort of reaction to I forgot her name. The
Old Jarl.
War leader. Yeah, the war leader dying.
Yeah, that's a little harder to gauge on that one. They're probably concerned. The first person that actually does sort of run over and goes to her sort of body is actually her brother, which kind of makes sense. He will sort of basically sort of start praying to hell here, which is unusual to say the least, as this is all going on. But he is basically giving her some sort of last rites, and he's actually the first one to start moving away. Not too long after that, to start building a pyre in the middle of the space. The sooner that the dead are burned, the quicker they get to where they need to be in a lot of the parts of the religion, if that makes sense. So he does already sort of start building her building a pyre to put the bodies on. What about the rest of you? What else is going on in these moments as Baldor's sort of now awake? Frode is obviously being sort of celebrated amongst everybody as they're going around as well on that one. He is also at some point during this sort of period, he is given his prize, which is an unbelievably amazing looking scythe. Clearly some sort of a magical weapon that gets produced and passed him from the Volve.
Didn't know there was a prize.
Absolutely amazing looking device. Yes.
Does it look like a strength?
I get that because I was technically fluff.
Does Frida gets it by default?
By default.
I see. Well,
she was the puppeteer.
She was indeed. Got enough crits in that game to make that worthwhile. But Frode seems to be celebrating on that one. There is drinking going on. A few people slowly but surely start to help build the fires and bits and bobs to getting it ready. You do see after a few minutes, unless anyone intervenes, Gully, the one that took hold of the War clan leader, also does at some point pick Rauder up and bring her over to put on the pyre as well, along with as they start to build the pyre of bodies as this is all sort of going on.
How long do I stay dead for?
I was about to say.
Yeah, no, like everyone's like, it's fine, Rauder, just get back up in a bit. So
I'll give you all this. You have all seen her rise from the grave before in dreams, and in those dreams, it was usually the next morning that she returned. Yeah, but
does she need to have a body? Like, I'm sure one of her deaths must have been just complete annihilation of her body, right? Like,
I think
exploded or
I think in the
squished.
dream that you guys actually saw, I believe you watched her literally crawl out of a pyre the next morning.
Okay, so she
I
can
think,
get
Wow,
burned.
okay,
I
that's
think you
fine.
have seen that before. But yeah, she's literally being put armor, weapons, the lot on top of this pyre at the moment.
I'll believe
No,
it.
not my things.
Oh yeah, actually no, wait.
I like my things.
Yes, Frida will well, she knows that Rowder's going to come back, so she'll take all of Rowder's things. I can't actually move my character. I don't know what's happening.
Are
Yeah,
you
I've
not
got
linked?
Well,
Well, I'll move. Where do you want to be? You just want to be over by Rowder for now.
Yeah, I'll just take her stuff so it doesn't get burnt or destroyed.
Yeah,
basically.
so you start preparing the
Resurrection.
semi-headless body. Of her main gear. Yeah, I mean it's a terrible bloody mess. Is definitely true. But like I said, you've seen it in dreams. You haven't seen it in reality. That how this actually plays out. But
She seemed very confident that she'd be resurrected.
she has
so-
always been adamant. Absolutely.
Didn't we watch her get stabbed and then she just got up by herself near that boat? We watched her fight a guy near a boat and then
They did, yeah, but it didn't end up going to the death in that case. So yeah,
okay.
you didn't quite have that
Okay.
play out. She was willing to go through with it, but Herolf and others stepped in, so it didn't. You've never actually seen it play out. So that's definitely true at this point. So yes, so you you go and collect all of her material, her main items, etc., so that they're kept safe. But you, I'm assuming, doing the rites of the Volve as you would be trained.
Yes,
Frida.
yeah, no, yeah, I will pray to
bound,
Sonia
bind
and
the
stuff.
body, ready for that, if that makes sense. And out of the people that went in, I think about 7, or I think probably 7 in total, end up being completely dead and ready for the fire.
Hodor would have gone up with Frida to collect the stuff, and without when he hopes Frida's not looking, he's going to take one of Rowder's teeth.
He's going to take one of Rowder's.
Frida's not looking. She will break your hand. Of course he's going to see that.
I'm just going to want that back.
He's going to try at least.
So you can make a sleight of hand check versus the perception from Frida. So see how that's going to play
How
out.
hard it is to pull a tooth out?
Damn it.
Do I even need to roll?
No, not with a 1.
My passive perception is 9, but it's still much higher than that.
Yeah, I mean it's to be honest, Frida, it's kind of obvious why
I grab
Hoda's sort
her
of hanging
wrist
around.
and very, very harshly grab her wrist and bend it backwards and tell her to do not disrespect the dead.
There's not going to be no other opportunity for me to have her tooth. It'll be cool, like a trinket, and we can see if when she comes back, it goes back. You don't know. Experiment.
You do not.
Maybe.
You do not disrespect the bodies before the rites of. What I can't think of the words. But
before they
rites of death.
they go through the rites of death. Yeah, that'll be fair enough.
Yeah, but does Rowder even go through the rites of death?
Yeah, it's a fair point. It is a
she
question.
might. Well, to Frida, who praises the person who takes people in, I do think that she needs it at least. Anyway, so she'll say, if she's still dead tomorrow, then you can have it, and push you back.
Hodor's grumbling to himself and slinks away.
Fair enough. The leader of Clan Orn also makes her way over and just does say a few words to you, Frida, as well. Just saying, so she does say that she does come back, but are you sure?
I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know, and she seemed very adamant. I think it's Not true, but we shall see. I've never seen anyone come back to life who wasn't a zombie type deal. But sure, she seems adamant. She will still be part of your clan, so I would not worry.
She nods and takes that in the moment. Very well. Not
I would
completely
be-
convinced, but she will accept. Baldur. So yes, obviously, getting up. You're seeing all of this around you. A lot of death on this battlefield. Others being prepared for the pyre. You're not so much in these moments. What does
Yeah,
he do in these?
He will sort of take a seat to the side to recover. For some reason, I cannot move my token.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
okay.
think any of us can.
I'll move you for now.
No, I can't.
So yeah, I'll sort of sit down to the side and sort of recover, looking around. Is the Olyar still here somewhere? Ultra.
The old job. No, she stormed off in a major huff when everybody sort of sided with Hrolf over her in these moments.
I sort of want to try to see what the mood is of the guy from my clan, the guy that probably had the parents murdered and whatever else happened there.
You can make an insight check of him on that one.
James, just while he's doing that, it's saying that movement is set to combat turn.
Ah,
That's
okay,
why he
thank
can't
you. Let's see if that is...
If you use the arrows, the arrow message comes out.
Right, so let me see if I can end
21.
that. 21. There we go. Free movement. There we go. Sorted. Well done. Thank you, Jamie. Yes, for this moment, as this is going on, Balor, you, with a 21, you get the sense that a thorn in his side is still alive, and he's not overly pleased, but doesn't give major care by the same token.
Can I sort of like give like can I sort of wave at him like I'm still here, hello? just
Why?
to, like I don't know, antagonize
Why
him.
provoke him?
Fair
Because
enough.
I can. That's sort of the person I am, in case you have not.
Yeah, he sort of looks upon you and he says, "Lucky to be still alive."
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it. I am blessed by the gods. That's the only reason this is possible, and that's the only reason I can still be here.
But not blessed enough to win for our clan.
Yes, what a shame for you. Losing this tournament under your watch. Such bad PR.
Yeah, he gives you Baldur. He gives you a look, like an NPC will remember this. It's probably the best way of putting it. But yes, there is a stern look from him, but no other comment. As I think he is the next of these leaders to storm from this place. So two of the leaders of this place have now stormed out because of the group. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so after Frida's done praying to Thonia, she wants to call over Blythe to the dead body of his clan leader.
No problem. Yeah, Blythe. Yeah. So you're.
Where is she?
I haven't got her token on here, so at the moment you'll just have to use she's on the pyre basically. Is the way it goes.
Frida will offer to pray to hell with you, but she also wants to know your feelings because you were recently kind of accepted back into your clan, and this has happened all of a sudden, I guess, like a day after.
I would offer my prayers to hell also. Into regards how I feel, I think I don't feel
you've always been
too
distant to the
bad.
clan. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
so
been distant in the clan.
it is obviously a great blow to the War Clan. But she entered in a free will, was it not?
100%. Yeah. And they believe that they will be there to fight at Ragnarok in death.
Exactly,
As much.
and
So it certainly is true.
She fought and died in battle. There's no greater glory than to die in battle.
There's definitely honor in the way she died. And
it is also obviously a great loss to the clan, and the clan will mourn her, but the clan endures and the clan will move on.
You know that next in line will probably be her brother, so that's most likely who will end up being very swiftly put into at least the temporary position as the Jarl of the clan, until maybe later on more of an assembly can be held. But at these sort of times, it would fall to him as the next in line. He will be doing his best. He has also been praying to Hell, and he has a very similar opinion. I will see you again, sister, on the other side when my time comes.
There's probably some sort of saying we say when people die and blah blah blah. I'd imagine.
I'm pretty sure the War Clan have got it all covered when praying to Hell. All of your death needs are covered by the War Clan. That is definitely 100% true.
That's all. She just kind of wanted to gauge if Blythe was feeling anything, but she understands where he's coming from. She is not. She's dead, but she lives on, I guess, as Frida knows very well. So
fair enough. So unless anything else desperately needs to happen, I think a little bit of time will pass here. The pyre will get fully built. Will be honoring the dead, and you guys will stand by and maybe lost in your own thoughts a little bit as you watch Frida and sorry, not Frida, she's alive. Rauda and this group on the pyre slowly start to burn as the flames start to make their way down, and the bodies begin to burn as the honored rites go through as need be. I believe everybody needs to make a perception check, please, as this is going on.
James, are you meant to be streaming, by the way?
Am I streaming or am I just recording?
You're not streaming.
No, just recording tonight. I couldn't get Restream working, so I was be very surprised if it was suddenly going. I'm recording it all so I can edit it, for this time, because Restream failed, so I will get that figured back out.
Where?
Perceiving.
I technically trying to get a good thing out of the bad situation we're in. I have 2 inspiration from Boulder and Rowder going to 0 hit points.
Yes. You're going to use one of them to...
No, I'm not going to use... I need to save them for whatever happens in the future.
Okay, so saving your numbers. Fair enough. But yes, the rest of you can make a perception check if you can. It will be on your sheet. On that first main page, you should be able to find perception. Okay.
Can Zisa make one as well?
Zisa will have a look on her face that she is a separate entity in this case. I will say that with those numbers so far, only Zisa will be seeing whatever is going on in the moments, but. From her point of view, we'll cover it from that, is that she watches as these golden beings come flying down into the flames. Their golden wings open as the Valkyries come to pick each of the heroes from their bodies as they do. Zisa will also see one of them make their way to Rauda and then look confused and then look up at Zisa and then fly back off. And the fires continue. I imagine some drinking will occur. The evening will progress. You are still in Drifthall. There are many, many places within this place that you can go visit. But is there anything that this night after battle and all the rest of it that you would be heading to or up to in this time, basically, before probably getting ready to head out on your own ship afterwards? Remembering what events are going on, you guys are in theory going towards the inner continent on your ship. You know Hrolf is heading off to the giants in the north, separate from you guys. You have already agreed that Sadi will stay behind with the Volve. Is another thing that's already come up that that you might want to deal with. It's a time of celebration, but there are a few things to think about for planning wise. At the moment, you guys do not have a proper Volve banner for the ship. That's kind of important.
I did ask for a replacement whenever that's sorted.
Yes, so I think that's one of the things that will be happening in this evening period. That a new banner would be made. The trading market has a lot of things, but there is a shipwright and maker, and they do make special orders for the actual the different banners of the clans, if that makes sense. It doesn't come cheap, but from the store of gold that you've got, I've taken out a chunk for a new banner, so that's definitely true. Baldur is alive. Rauder is dead. The crowd sided with Hrolf and you guys versus the All-Jarl when it came to the idea of slaughtering all of the people that were laying groaning on the ground instead of dead. So all of that sort of happened, but this is basically Rauder's been burned in the pyre with the rest of the dead from the actual battle, if that makes sense, because that's what you do with the dead for the Vikings. However, your party has taken all of her stuff, and you're relying on the fact that, in theory, she does come back from the dead. You have had a slightly different experience than the others in that when everyone else was just seeing the fire from the pyres happening, Zisa saw the golden winged shapes of the Valkyries coming to take the dead from the pyre without, and as that went on, one looking very confused when they got to Rauder and nothing happened. One then looked up at you for a few moments before and then flying back off in their golden forms flickering into the flame. And we've just finished that sort of scene, and we've pulled back to some may go out drinking for the evening. A Volve banner is being declared. You guys know about you're going to, in theory, be leaving Sadi behind when she's going to be staying here with the Volve. And you also have got to figure out, do you want to recruit any more crew or anything like that before you head out? And you also know that Hrolf and his group are going to be heading off north to the giants rather than following you in these times. From your point of view as well, Zisa, this is the first time as well during that whole scene where you saw Hrolf stand up to the All-Jarl and almost put her in her place, as the raiders, as they should, do back him more than her in some ways, because he is the hero of 100 raids. But he doesn't use that power often, but he did to save Baldur and the rest of the fallen warriors in that moment. So that's kind of where we've sort of caught back up.
And Hodor tried to take one of Raudor's teeth. That was
Hodor tried to take one of Raudor's teeth, and that's
Frida threatened to break her wrist if she did. So.
I'm just a little guy.
So the question really is, is there anything that evening, that night that you guys need to get up to before preparing your ship for the off the next day is going to be the question.
Did I check on Dave? Have I checked on Dave?
You have checked on him a little bit. My question for you, which we haven't covered yet, is he moving off the ship or is he staying put on the ship?
If you take him off the ship, I will
Dave stays with me.
Okay.
No one knows about Dave. He has to be staying with me.
No problem. He's getting big, and he's getting bigger quick in his little piece of the hole that he's at, to the point where he's almost ready to burst out of his sort of space that he has, his pot that you've currently got him in. I suppose the question is going to be: are you going to bond him to? You've heard that it does strengthen ships if it's bonded to the actual hull of the ship, and you know that is a thing. Is Hodor planning to make that a reality?
100% yes.
Okay, fair enough. So in that evening where brevity is happening and some drinking, there is a scene of Hodor
repotting.
basically repotting his sapling of ironwood, binding it to the ship's hull, and leaving that underway. No problem. Is there anyone else for this evening before we move to the next morning?
Is this going to turn into like a Groot or a Audrey 2 situation?
It's fine. The witches can teleport between these trees, but we're just it's fine. It's just on our ship.
Yes.
It's all good.
All fun and games.
Yeah. I kind of want to try to find this Frodo Fluffy Helm or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, Frode Fluffhelm. Yes, yeah. He will be in the feasting halls probably. There is a big celebration for him there. There is much dancing, drinking going on there, Baldur. Yeah. Are you seeking him out directly?
Yeah, sure. I kind of want to buy him like some meat. No, this is not. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's such a friend shape. I love him.
He's instantly been. He's probably been drinking a few others under the tables already.
I sort of want to pull him in close, and whisper into his ear. If it was one-on-one, I would have had you.
Yeah, he looks at you for a moment and says, "You want to know a secret?"
Yes.
I got lucky, my friend. Very lucky, and I know it. But the gods were on my side that night. But I am glad to be seeing you here. I would have been troubled if I had had to take one of the chosen out like that. To be honest, I'm glad your friend stepped in.
I am too. I thought this was a bad idea from the beginning to, get everyone killed.
Yeah, I saw. You spared a few yourself. That's mighty noble. Yes. I didn't think of that. I didn't want to do anything odd in front of the old John. But anyway, cheers to living, huh?
I guess so. Oh, and this is probably not my place to do this, but I want to do it anyway. In case you are still looking for a crew. We will be heading out soon. And, we can always use someone with one of your skills.
Baldur, make a persuasion check. Yeah, no problem.
To my sheets because I do not have the
yes, if I take him off. Oh yeah, you're not even in the scene anyway, so yeah, you'll have to go your seat the other way.
And now I'm persuasion.
Yep. Learning where the things are on the new sheet. Oh damn, Baldur. Okay, on that one. He looks at you and he says, you lost one of yours. And...
she'll be back, don't worry.
His eyes go wide at that point. He saw her smashed in head on that one. But he says, it would be an honor, I think, to join the Chosen. If the offer is true, I would be More than willing. My clan need more honor as it is, and I see no finer way other than joining Herolf and those going towards the giants. Your offer stands true.
Of course. And I would be happy to have a drinking buddy on board, you know. You seem like you could handle some, and I'll sort of like pat him on the belly.
Yeah, and you, Baldo, you would be spot on. This man can definitely handle his drink. So I'm guessing that the way this plays out is that this pair will end up drinking into the hours of the evening. Is there anyone else that is up to anything in these hours before the idea of setting sail the next day?
I think Zisa would want to go to the Conclave of Magicians to stock up on supplies for scribing any more spells she might find, and maybe see if in the day since she's been there, if the pregnant mage has gotten any different spells or anything.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I will give you that. Yeah, you're spot on with that. She does have some supplies and stuff, but her actual repertoire hasn't changed in this period. You do know that probably the next time you guys visit, maybe there'll be a difference. She is wary of you, but not. Wizards are a funny group in this world, but she may not be trusting. But seeing someone with the same skill set has been interesting and useful. But yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll cover some. You gain some extra supplies, Issa, that we'll cover separately. That's not a problem for scribing materials and stuff. But actual spells wise, not so much different within a day.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Also, Zisa would ask if she knows how to cast Detect Magic.
That is a question on that one, and she says, "Yes, I can make that happen. That is something within my. I don't have her shot here, but that is something I can do. Yes."
I believe it wise to employ that as much as you are capable around those that you do not know, and regularly around those that you do. I do not know if you have heard, but there is an influence, an infestation that might be trying to worm its way into the clans, and you and I and select few others are uniquely able to detect such an infection with that spell.
I did hear that that is something that is possibly going on. You do realize that most of us don't have the freedom that you have seemed to have been employed with for moving around the Drifthall in the same way. We have to confine ourselves here mostly.
If you were to have any findings, I would confide in the Volve. Tell them that the Chosen has given you this advice. They would help.
Okay, very well. I can at least try that. I don't know how well it will go down with others. We are not very trusted, being what we are. Well, magic comes from a place they don't seem to enjoy knowing exists.
But we persist. And
we do. We created the world.
Their distrust of us does not mean that we do not still have a place of use. And I would say that is the argument maybe that should be made if one is needed.
So we have to make the steps. But maybe staying silent in these times is not a prudent way forward either. I will think on this.
There are those who choose to be loud and I cast a glance over my shoulder where I'm sure Blokey is.
Yeah, Blokey has definitely been
Always there.
been drinking. Probably spat out his drink as Zista walked in for again, but yes, he is definitely here.
And actually, Zisa will then excuse herself from the lady with a nod, and she'll walk up to Blokey.
And it's like, come on, it's right after the whole thing went down at the Drifthall, in the arena. I've got to be allowed to drink now. Surely, you can't have anything on me right now.
I have a question. That is
Okay, all right.
I know that you have the magics of song and sound. You know your way around the bardic arts. Am I wrong?
Well, yes, I do seem to have my place in that, and I know a few tricks, yes. And he seems to like bolster himself a little bit, like, okay.
Are you capable of doing what I do? Can you sense magic?
And he sort of looks down a little bit and he says, yeah, I can kind of do that.
And then Zisa will say, which ship are you leaving on when we depart tomorrow?
Yours? He says questioningly. Or are you saying I've got to... Is this kind of like a thing where you're trying to get rid of me?
I don't care for your presence one way or the other, but you have a use.
Huh.
And if you can be useful to Hrolf in keeping him safe, in making sure that nothing unawares happens around him, I may
Oof.
speak to him and let him know that he should take you.
Oh, make a persuasion check, Zisa, because you're asking him to leave Fjord.
Can I make an intimidation check instead?
Oh, you can make an intimidation check if you wish, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. They're the same number. So
You're breaking up the dream team.
You're breaking up the dream team.
okay, so yeah, same number. So here goes.
Okay.
Oh, it was on 20, then rolled to 8.
Oh, man.
Oh, I gotta make new dice.
He basically says, look, I don't mind which ship I'm on, but I'll go where Ford goes.
Is Fjord here?
Fjord is nearby, yeah, on that one. Yeah, he has, you're having this conversation, but she's not that far away.
Which one's Fjord? I can't
Fjord's
remember
the-
any of.
Fjord's the rogue.
Yeah, Fjord is the rogue, yes, of the bunch.
We can lose her. It's fine. It's only traps. It's fine.
Zisa gives him an icy stare, and then just turns around and leaves.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else? Anything going on this evening before we cut to the next, or can the time pass?
No, I would probably just spend most of the night in the prayer hall. I think it's the House of Stone.
Fair enough.
But I don't need to play that out. They happen just to pray.
No worries. Hodor, you're on board ship. You're covered as that is going on. So Frida, there is only one other event that does happen that you do have to kind of deal with, and that is the Orn leader Oda does come and seek you out during the evening when you're having one of these quiet moments, and she says, during the Drifthall, the Dragonborn from the Lutan clan was given over to us for keeping, shall we say, till they have served some sort of capacity to us. He will be indentured. He has asked if your ship would be willing to take him on. He said if the Chosen would have me, he would take that honor rather than serve out time here. I wanted to see your feelings on this.
My feelings should not sway your judgment. He attacked your island, whether under control of something else or not. It is your decision to make. If he wants to come with us, you are welcome to send him with us, and you are welcome to send somebody on with us as well.
I'm hoping one from us will be returning.
Well,
shortly.
Somebody else from Orn. Rauda's a given.
Thorngerd would still like to stay with your ship. She is an asset here, but I do feel that she is also useful to the Chosen. This is why I'm really here. Does having him feel of use to your crew? Here he is less useful.
I don't know. I don't know what he gives us.
He is a strong warrior. But again, could you trust him? I can't answer that. But he seems honorable in what he is asking.
We have two, oh god, I forgot the name of it. Lutan clan members with us, and they were trying to get him off a little lighter, but under their supervision, he might be fine.
Then in the morning, I will bring him to the ship, and then as a group, you can decide.
Yes, that is fine. I am indifferent. It is up to you. He hurt your clan a lot, and whether that is forgivable to let him out of your sight, it is up to you.
I am torn on this, but my gut says that there is some more use to him than what I can put him to here.
Then he shall come with us, and I will make sure that he doesn't stray out of line.
Very well.
And I'm sure Thorngerd will keep a close eye on him as well.
Okay, fair enough. Some time will pass then, I think, as all of this is sort of going on, and we can move to a different scene here for a moment. 1 second. That's the wrong one. 1 second. Hiding in amongst my maps.
Is
So
this
many
the
maps.
morning?
It will be. It's about to be the morning after. Yes, that is literally coming up in a few moments.
Okay, can me and my new friend just have drunkenly stumbled our way to our ship and have just fallen asleep on like the deck of the ship?
100%. You could definitely have that. And as the camera sort of passes over the deck of the deck of the ship, you can see you guys snoring.
The raving ship, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And as nestled in the back of the ship, there is a little ironwood sapling writhing as it joins itself to the wood of the ship as this is going on.
So the next morning, can Zisa be stepping around Boulder and all of these people, making her way to wherever Router's body is?
Well, at the moment there is no body. She has literally been burnt at the on a pyre last night. So
is that pyre still there?
There is a pyre still burning of ashes in the center. You can make your way back there. Absolutely.
Yeah, Lisa wants to be there at dawn, because if Router has been telling the truth as much as she has been, then who knows what's going to come out of those ashes. That's the last place the Router's body was. So
Hodo would want to go with Zisa for that.
No worries. So as you guys do make your way there, Router, we can cut to you. You're, again, for the umpteenth time, standing at the at the gates of hell for one more round. You know exactly how it played out. You have all of your memories up to the moment where your head went splat. But here you are standing at those gates once more. Unlike other times where the gates have just been shut and there has been nothing there, and you've just stared at them for a moment before turning into dust, if that makes sense. This time there is a little difference, as you can see the skald that cursed you standing on the other side of the gate. Again, looking back out at you. No words are said in the moment. Does Rowder try anything at that moment?
Is this different from every other time that she's died? Is this the first time the skald has appeared?
You've seen her only once in a dream that came when you had your last rune event. You saw almost this entire scene kind of play out. So this is the second time you've actually seen the skald at this point, if that makes sense. So yes, something is different, but this is like last time was a dream. This time is the first time you've seen it in death. But yeah, on the other side of the doors is basically the skald that cursed you. Mouthing some words now. But yeah, you can't make out any sound as this is happening.
So I think the first dozen or so times that she has died, there's just been absolute frustration, like banging and screaming on the doors, like trying to get through into the halls of the slain and not being able to. But over time, each time it's happened, this is just another thing. She's almost become bored of it.
Yeah, it's a vision you've seen so many times over the years.
Yeah. And any kind of frustration is just gone. She's just a waiting game. But this is different.
Correct. Yeah, this is the first time it's been different in a very long time.
So she'll kind of tilt her head like a confused puppy, and then she'll start making a move towards the doors with pure intent, unlike the several, dozen or so times where she's just stood and waited.
Fair enough. So yeah, as you sort of make your way towards this sort of space where the portal is, the skull standing a few meters behind the door. As you reach the threshold of the door, there is a blinding blue flash for a moment, and Rowder is thrown back. The vision of the skald disappears, and instead there is the vision of Lady Hell that appears in the form of the door for a few moments there, before the space sort of starts to fade to black on her as she again for another time starts to turn to dust in this sort of scene.
I think as she was running towards the door, she was definitely like,
now's my
pulling
time,
her fist back as if to just swing at this person, and
then suddenly,
I think even as seeing it turn to hell, she would have probably still tried to make a swing.
That's fair enough. Yeah. So as you sort of made that swing, the blinding blue flash, the vision of hell, Rowder falls back once more, again not able to pass through the threshold into the beyond, and you feel the call of returning once more, something that you've been through many times. Cisa and Hodor, you do make your way back to the pyre. You will find the massive pile of ash where the fire was, now burnt down to a cinder. Yeah, it's just a big pile of ash right now on the pyre. Everyone that was around and standing guard, that has long passed now. So the scene is empty as you two walk back into it. No sign of anything.
That doesn't deter Zisa at all. She would just stand and wait and look at the pyre expectantly.
Hoda squats down by a pile of ash and starts pushing it around to look for the bone remains that survive fires.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just
Hodor,
be.
I believe that you were told you were not allowed to take one of Router's teeth. If that is what you were looking for.
I was told. It might not be one of Rowder's till I find. You know, it could be anyone's tooth.
Hodor, as you're sort
I-
of fishing around in that ash for the moment, a hand grabs you and grabs hold of your hand. Rowder, that's you waking up in those moments and instinctually grabbing hold of someone.
You'll see it's almost skeletal, and it's reforming as if the ashes and embers are rejoining to this body, and it's turning into the form of Rauda. And as she's grasping your hand, she'll just kind of sit up and just cough out, and a load of ash will come out, and she'll be like, oh.
Yeah, Hodor, a horribly disfigured face for a few moments, then sort of starts to reform in front of your eyes, turning from like an ashen to kind of flesh in over a few moments as this is going on. It's incredible to watch.
This is one of the best things Hodor's ever seen in his life. He is filled with joy in this moment. This is the best thing ever.
Zisa's eyebrow is arched in mild interest.
My goodness.
High praise on that one.
She'll sit up and kind of swing her legs off the pyre and let go of your arm. Did I miss the wake? I always love turning up to my own wake. So good.
Yeah, that was over a while ago.
Oh, damn.
But you're
Anyway.
woken up in time for us to depart. We leave soon for
The inner continent, and going
the
looking for the
inner
witches.
continent. Thank you.
Yes, that's okay. Anyone would think it had been a little while since we played, yeah. But yes, yeah. Hodor, you do see she reforms completely over a few moments, and standing there, needing something for the modesty of the moment. But
Is it? Yeah, but say, is it just us
Yeah.
here?
it is just you guys. Yeah, it's a quiet space. No one stayed with the funeral pyre, if that makes sense. So yeah, when you're returning here, it is quite empty.
Did either of you think to bring my clothes?
No.
No, sorry.
Do you require clothes?
Right. Well, yes.
Zisa she wears like a fur-lined robe over her rest of her garment, so she'll just take that off and hand that to you.
Thanks. Next time, I do prefer burial, just because you avoid this whole situation.
We had no say in the matter, but for future reference, it will be kept in mind.
She'll just give a thumbs up and jump off the pyre.
For future reference, if this happens again, may I take one of your teeth just to see if it goes back?
Do you think one of your fingers would grow back if I were to bite it off?
No, but I don't come back from the dead, so I thought I'd ask because Frida got annoyed with me when I tried to take your tooth.
Are you thinking this is like an infinite tooth kind of thing?
They
Well,
found
it
the
could
glitch in
be.
the game.
We don't know.
Because
You
I
lost
don't
all
like
your
that
skin.
idea.
Well, you lost all your skin and it came back.
Yeah?
Why would your tooth not come back then?
I'm not saying it won't come back. I'm just saying... Are you wanting more of my teeth every time I die?
Yes.
While
I
this,
can
is,
see
it.
while this
Which-
is happening, I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic just to see if there's anything else in this area. Maybe like they left some of the stuff on the people when they burned them, or maybe I don't know. We can get some insight on Router a little bit. basically.
Fair enough. Yeah. You can make an Arcana check. See how you do.
Okay, well, I cast detect magic. So can I do it
Ah.
at advantage?
Yes. Okay. No problem.
All right.
Ooh, well,
Advantage, though. We said it.
Yeah, you can up it to advantage. Hang on, it should come through. That's a much better number on that front.
There we go.
Right. Yes. So Router is giving off residual magical energy for a few moments. Oddly enough, it seems that the funeral pyre itself, for a few moments, Zisa, looks like it was giving off sort of magical essence for a few moments. But that has again died down. Like the source of whatever's going on with Router is not necessarily internal to her, or as this is going on, some other external force is involved. It's odd magics. You don't fully understand what may be going on in the moment. There's definitely some necromantic vibes going on, I would say. I'll give you it in those terms. Yeah, you're not entirely sure much more than that in the moments, but only that it's definitely not all an internal thing of her, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, we know she was cursed. Something happened to her, so I guess that kind of tracks. Okay.
Fair enough.
In response to Hoda's question, she'll pause for a second, and her eyes will go up, and she'll look quizzical. You know what? No one actually taken my tooth before. Okay. Next time this happens, you have permission to put me on the pie. But first, take a tooth out, and we'll see which part of me grows back. Or would it be two of me?
Oh, okay. I need you to say that in front of Frida. She's not going to believe me if I tell her that.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. Hoda's this is the most excited you've ever seen Hoda in his life.
He's literally been given permission. Fair enough.
He's very happy.
So I imagine, the group of you will start to reform as you guys all, the Zisa, Hodor, and Rauda will make their way back to the ship. You will find the sleeping forms of Baldur and a couple of others, and the champion of the Drifthall the other night that smashed in your head, Router, is laying on the on the deck of the ship.
Wake him up.
That's gonna be fantastic.
So yeah, he's well and truly fast asleep as you make your way back.
I'm using his belly as a pillow.
Oh yeah. These two are just like away with the fairies at this point. Probably Frida is turning up at very similar moments as well. Does Rauda wake him in the moment?
Is his weapon still around somewhere? The one he used to smash my head in?
He seems to actually no, because he's been given
scythe.
He's got this new awesome scythe, magical weapon that he has that he's seems to have not let go of. That's laying by him at the moment. As they're he's half cradling it, and then being used as a pillow by Baldur in the moment.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the kind of shawl that Zisa has given me and try and wrap it around myself, put a hood over my face, and then I'm gonna try and pick the scythe up very, very stealthily.
Okay, you can make a sleight of hand.
Oh no. Oh, it doesn't do the thing anymore. Okay, I'll need to do it from the sheet.
Oh, it's probably because you've not got got no token on this screen. Might be the thing.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
Oh, so yes, as you go to reach for it, he sort of wakes up in the moment, and he grabs hold of his thing, and is like, "Oh, by the Jesus!" No, he wouldn't say that. By the gods! You're back.
Yeah, it looks
Your
like
friend
you were.
here said she would be. I thought he was just joking and it was a drinking thing.
Oh, he was just joking. You drank a little bit too much. This is the horse of the slain.
Not. he jumps up in the moment. Baldur, you're thrown off him in the thing, and he's like, it's not quite what I thought it would be. Although the pain is real in my head. Hang on a minute. And he looks around at all of this, and it's like, so you do come back then?
Yeah, death is inconvenient.
For some, but not so much for you. I hope your head is less painful than mine is.
Oh, it certainly is.
Are we okay with what went down? Like I beat you in battle, it's fine, yeah? We're good?
Yeah, no big deal. But smash my head in again and I will return the favor.
Okay.
Oh. From the floor, Baldur will sort of... Captain, I kind of recruited a new member of our crew.
So Frida, as you're sort of walking up and you're seeing
All right,
all of this
yeah,
going
I'm
on.
Frida's captain, right?
You are as Hrolf is now going to be off in his own ship as well. So
Yeah, Frida walks up to, before even acknowledging Baldur, he's on the floor, just sees Raudo, and it's like, huh, so it is true. And then she'll just chuck you all of your stuff. Just
Thanks. Did you save me some breakfast?
I have just woken up.
Oh.
Make your own breakfast. This isn't your first time dying. I don't have sympathy. Baldur.
Yeah. Can you speak a little bit quieter? My head is killing me.
Is that a joke?
Have so little words for you. But fine, he can come with us. And then she just leaves, rubbing her head. Just
Frodo's kind of
so
like,
much.
It's like, so I'm in, and he sort of gives Baldur a thumbs up.
He's in, so I can collect his scythe.
Zisa is looking at this guy openly, just judging him.
And
then she's just
Baldur,
gonna...
Baldur, he just looks at you and he says, "What's her deal?"
She's scary. I would avoid her if I were you.
And he's like, and then he sort of quietly steps back. But yeah, Zisa, what's Zisa doing in the moment?
Oh, Zisa's just wondering if this guy can actually hold his own, or if he legitimately just lucked out.
Yeah, hard to say, but he did win the tournament. But yeah, you do remember how it played out. He did have some very lucky hits on the day, and it's definitely true. So yeah,
worst comes to worst, he has an awesome sight. So
and worst comes to worst, he does have an awesome sight.
It'd be of some value to us.
Yeah. Before Frida leaves, she will say, "Oh, Rauda, your clan leader has politely asked us to take her Lutan prisoner with us. She feels like it would be more useful to us than just having a prisoner around the Drifthall."
Yeah, I mean, makes a good human shield, just in case.
Dragonboard shield, but yeah.
Sure. Hey, I took a very hard knock to the head yesterday. Things are a little bit fuzzy.
Fair.
Should you go speak with your new clan leader to let them know that you yet live?
She's coming here this morning at some point, so you talk then.
Yeah, I mean, so as you guys prepare and you gain some breakfast and a few things like that, we'll stop fairly shortly once we get underway. But we do have two things to cover. At some point, the Orn leader will be turning up, but just before she does, another figure does turn up first, and it is Sadi. She sort of
Hey.
wanders along, and there's a little child sort of following her. You know that's one of the Volve girls that has been following, and that they met a couple of days ago. But she comes to you all and sort of says, "They tell me you're leaving me here then for a while, but you're not going to be gone too long." And she's sort of looking at you, Frida, as this is all, because you're kind of one that's put her in this position, if that makes sense.
You are safer here. I promise you that. Coming with us, I cannot promise that you will survive, and bringing a child into battle to let her die will not. It would weigh heavy on my heart and soul. And the Volve will take great care of you. They will teach you some things, and you will teach them a lot about your world.
Yeah, they say I am special for traveling so far. But I will miss you all. I kind of got used to you all. You're my first friends here. And she sort of nods at each of you and sort of
I tell you what. To keep you company, I will give you the cat that we found in the Orn volcano.
Yes, interesting.
I have kept him very healthy, but I have not named him, so feel free to name him. But he will keep you company and in this time.
Then Sadi has to roll an animal handling to see how much the cat likes her.
Fair enough. I will bear that in mind. But for the brevity of the scene, for right now, she will be happy to be taking the cat, Frida, and I'll look after this one, and then you guys take care out there. Yes, you'll be coming back. Yeah.
Well, at least one of us will. Pointing at Rowder. Well, if we all die, Rowder will come back for you. It's fine. If she remembers you. Sorry. She was hit in the head and she takes a lot of memory out of it.
And she looks around a bit quizzically at all of that. Frida, it's at that point that you do realize that one of the Volve has sort of come down with her, if that makes sense. And she does sort of step forward for the moment and says, "So yes, we will take care of the child and see what we can figure out as to what is going on. You are all prepared for heading into the inner continent. I hope your travels go well, Frida."
Well, as do I, of course. But I am a bit worried about leaving here after what happened in the north. I can't remember what the Well of Wisdom, that's what it's called. But I know a lot of the clansmen are going to be staying here, so I imagine there's a lot of people ready to fight if something does happen.
For pure numbers, there is no stronger stronghold now on the seas or on land of our kind, anyway. We will protect her as we can. An envoy will also be going to see Rockpike for you, as was requested. Strange times when we ask the Bendor for peace in some ways, but these are strange times with Ragnarok coming. You can see she's not as interested in that idea as some of the other Volve that you did talk with in this particular case, but it seems like this is all getting honoured because higher ups have asked for it to happen. Come on.
Strong. Just think of it as strength in numbers for the end of the world. That's a good way of looking at it.
Fair enough. Come, Sadi. We should leave them to their travels and make your way.
Before she leaves, Zisa just wants to again, because I cast a message to her the first time too, right? This is the middle child.
Yes, yeah, this is the middle one of the actual group. Yes,
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast a message to her again, and just say, keep a wary eye for those who are infested by Ironwood. The pregnant merchant, the magician, she can do what I do. She can help root out that influence, if need be.
Yeah, you do get a sense, Issa, she doesn't respond out loud, but or even in your mind at the moment, but she does look your way, and then gives a sort of a half nod, before turning and starting to make her way away. Sidi sort of says one last sort of round goodbye, and she'll go in for a hug for a few of you. Hodor probably is one of them in these moments, if he's accepting. She seems to get on with that.
He will accept, and he will take off one of his necklaces that he wears with a few bone charms on it, and he'll say, "This is one of my favourites, and I'll make sure to come back for it." And he'll put it around her neck.
She will make her way to you and to your now very, very grown wolf. She will give it some more scritches, trying to keep the cat away from it. And she says, I will miss you two both as well. Keep each other safe.
We'll miss you too. And I imagine Iron's just crying. Dog cries.
Yeah. All that definitely going on as this is going on.
Supposed to be a warrior. Stop it.
But you can't give up doggy feelings. But yes, so they will step away and start making their way away from the ship. As the last people do turn up, and that is Oda bringing along a dragonborn figure that is going to be standing next to her, and they do sort of make their way to you all. And Odor does sort of check in with you, Router, and sort of says, you said you had this trick. Seeing you return is pleasing, and I'm not going to lie, as surprising as it sounded.
Everyone always seems to think I'm lying.
No more. Bring honor to our clan, Raudor, and I wish you good travels.
I'm sure we'll meet again at some point.
Try not to die too many times.
I can't promise that.
Fair enough. And she will step away, leaving the Madresh, the Dragonborn, is now going to be one of your ship's crew, and he will sort of nod solemnly as he's sort of brought forth, and he will say, "Thank you for accepting the offer. I am grateful the Chosen will let me attempt to regain some of my honor."
Do not get this wrong. We are not doing this because you asked. We're doing this because somebody I respect asked.
I mean, he was.
If you get yourself in trouble, it is not my duty to save you.
Trust is to be earned. I will work on that. Maybe in time you will be able to. Trust me. In the meantime, I will work hard for your ship, for the Chosen. And he sort of, he will walk on to the ship and get ready for heading off with you guys, absolutely. And I think that's where we will cut for a quick break for going for a drink, as you guys will, start moving the ship away from Drifthall. The only other thing that Frida, you have been semi-briefed on is that Drifthall is going to try and slowly follow your ship's path, if that makes sense. The Drifthall can move, and the Volve can control that. They are going to try and they won't keep up, but they are going to follow in the same direction so that you will have less time to travel back to Drifthall rather than having to make your way all the way here. They feel you're the current target of things that need to be followed, and the Drifthall is going to slowly make its way down the same sort of waterways that you guys do. Obviously, a few days back and very slowly compared, if that makes sense. They are not going to follow Herolf. They're going to follow you guys.
We need to give Herolf, I think, the best people, unfortunately. Just in case something does happen. We have each other, at least, so Herolf needs some good warriors.
Fair enough. Well, I don't think it's going to play out too dramatically this session, but what I will say for right now is that we can say that, when we come back from break, that has occurred, and the ship gets split up in ways that make sense for you guys, if that makes sense. And as well, I will convert that into gameplay for the next sessions when it becomes more important. That'll be no problem. We can definitely do a bit of that. So let's go and have a quick break for grab a drink, and then we'll reconvene and we'll get on the high seas and go from there. So you guys are heading off, and you're going to be doing some sailing on the seas again, getting on the ways towards the inner continent. Let's go and have a quick look at the map for a moment so we can understand what is going on a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can see a bit of what's going on here. You start...
Oh my god. Whoops.
That's okay.
I'm moving
all right.
the party.
That's all right. Yeah, but this is over the days. This is exactly what you guys are actually doing, is you're making your way down these sort of central ways into the inner continent is kind of the way this is sort of going to play out over the next few days. So you'll all be able to long rest, and as you will be sleeping at least one night on that one. Hodor, you do have overnight. You do have the general dreams of your father. He obviously asks more about what you're up to and what your plans are. Do you keep him up to date on what you're doing as things go on, as this is sort of happening, as you're making your way away from Drifthall?
He's taking and everything, all that, yeah.
Yeah. So you fill him in on what's going on. That's good to know. We are randomly on the seas, making our way towards the inner continent. That's the plan for the end of the episode, is you make it to the inner continent. But we're going to need to see if we can roll for a couple of random encounters, if that makes sense, on the sea. Anyone fancy rolling the D20 and seeing what we land on and see what's going on?
I nominate Jamie.
I was about to say I would love to.
Oh, there you go. Roll good. Let's see what you get.
A 9.
A 9. Okay, let me have a quick look at the sheet. Okay, all right. The way things are, let me just find that right one. So that will be this one here. You've been at sea for a day and a half, and when out of the thickness of the oceans, there is a bubbling roil of lava and like a geyser almost going up of water off in the distance. Frida, you sort of set the ship to come a little closer to see what's going on, and I need you to Blythe, you can make a perception check, because you're the sort of the lookout person from above, aren't you? Normally you're up in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Is anyone else seeing a black screen, or is it just me?
I
Just
can
change.
see whatever the hell that is in the middle of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
I see
Ah.
nothing, James. So
Okay, so let me just see. It seems like everybody else can. Let me just see what the vision is looking like. 1 second. So it might be because there's token vision on. Let's see if that helps even it out.
absolutely, what the hell is that?
Okay, no problem. So Blythe, yeah. So you looking through all of this steam and smoke and stuff that's going up, you can see what the others can't pick out at first is that there are the remnants of some sort of stonework and a space sort of leading down like a kind of a gate. And this does give off vibes a little bit like when you saw the gates to hell a while back with when you were up in the mountains. You're seeing something similar, but at sea would be the best way of putting it. Yeah, an interesting sight to behold for sure.
I relay it to the guys. I think we should go and see about this, right?
I agree.
If,
It is quite peculiar.
it is interesting, yes.
No problem.
Okay.
Can I message Router?
Yeah.
Am I on?
I just send a quick message to Router. You and I both must enter the underworld for different reasons. When we are going to the same place. I will help you if you help me.
Just because a hole in the ground looks fiery and scary doesn't necessarily mean it's going down to the halls of the slain.
Out loud to everyone, I will say, Blythe's clan is the most affiliated with hell in the underworld. If he believes that it could be connected, I would trust him.
Do I think it could be connected?
Make an
Sure.
insight check. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be an insight check for this one on you, because we're going to have to go with your gut feeling for it. It's not quite right, but it'll do as a
Can
roll.
I do anything else?
You could make a history if you wished. Oh.
I mean, I don't know, but surely does look like something.
I'll let you roll history if because you did say it before the roll came through, so I'll let you do it if you wish.
Okay. Oh, I'm trained in history. That would make more sense. But
Oh.
that didn't matter.
Oh, we can't roll a one. We've got the wooden guy.
The wooden
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
is with you.
And
Yeah,
we definitely would not have sent him with a roll.
I agree. You would have kept
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy that
He
lets you
is
our-
roll
There we go.
ones. Yeah,
Our only hope of rolling good.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you do get a hell vibe off of what's going on here, if that makes sense. And it's certainly there are certain features about the design that you would say this is very, very similar. Your gut is that this is just a Hellmoor that has appeared at sea rather than on land. So, yeah, you think you're looking at something very similar to something you've seen on the land at least once
Right.
now.
I'm pretty confident it looks like what, Hellmoor?
A
what you
Hellmoor,
said?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
An entrance to hell is one way of looking at it. You've never passed
Yeah.
through one. However, your clan say that they have travelled through them. That's how they were travelling
yeah.
a bit, which is
And I'll
very
say
different.
as such, I say I personally have not travelled through them, but I've heard very many stories of people travelling through them, so
Hmm.
it seemed like we could.
Okay, I'll pull up as close as I can then.
Yeah, you can see the fiery pit of this thing. The geysers going up every so often. You pull close, and yeah, you could jump overboard and try swimming for it if you wished.
Can I send my owl like through it to see
Yeah.
what's on the other side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll do that and I warg into it and I sit down, eyes, completely whited over while the owl
Mhm.
flies in.
No problem. Yeah, your owl sort of makes it. It sort of sort of hits like an event horizon of this thing, and then your vision is your own again.
Oh, would I know that this wouldn't work via a different plane?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it's just whether or not that's what's going on. You
Can I
might
try
get
to-
you might get the feeling that's what might have happened.
Yeah, can I try to summon my familiar back to me? The way I know how to do, where I kind of send it in that pocket dimension, then bring it back.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, nothing happens in the moment, I don't think. I've got a feeling you'd have to re-summon it properly.
Fair. So then Zisa will say, there could be a chance of great bodily harm in passing through. My familiar is no longer on this plane, but I also cannot summon them back. It would be a risk.
It is up to you, Blythe. This is your god.
The one thing you do know, Blythe, is that obviously the last time you guys talked to Hell, in quote unquote, she said when the time was right, you would be able to, there would be an invite or something along those lines. I don't think you've had any sign like that, if that makes sense.
But would I not think this is a sign?
That's up to you.
Oh no! Like if this gate to hell has just appeared on.
It's not appeared in
our
front of you.
travel.
It was there, and then you've come up to it. So yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's appeared and
It's interesting.
it's absolutely in our path,
Mm-hmm.
if you like.
Absolutely.
Like, if that's not an invitation, right? I sort of say this to the crew as well. Wouldn't you think that would be an invitation?
I feel like
Like I don't think she would like walk up to us and say, "Oh hi, would you like to come to hell?" But if she gave us a gate, I mean, what are the chances?
But if this is where the gate normally is, as in like we've approached it and it's already there, that's kind of like saying, "Oh look, there's someone's front door. I have full rights to go into it now." They obviously.
But that's not what happened, right? Because we didn't set out to find this.
No, but it is in the location that you've passed. Yeah.
The sea is vast, and to come upon one as such could be the sign that she spoke of. Though there is a chance that it could be coincidental. Blythe, you are the expert when it comes to hell. I would trust you.
What say you, Captain?
That is not very fair of you.
You do this every Wednesday all the time with Mina, so you can have it today.
Yeah, but yeah.
You're the captain.
Yeah, but it's
if
funny
you
when
want to
we-
avoid this, that is absolutely.
I
fine.
will do. Can I do
I
a
just
religion?
noticed we're in matching jumpers too. That's sad, isn't it?
Can I do a religion check on this? Just get a sense of something.
Yeah.
if
Okay.
anything.
You can make a religion check. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't even need to. Actually, no. Yeah, I do. I got a 23. But I also have divine sense, which I will do.
Okay. No,
So
fair
I
enough.
totally
Yeah. I mean, this is
forgot
definitely
about D&D.
It's definitely consecrated space, so you'll definitely get a bit of that on that one. You know that the idea is that Hellmoors do exist, and they have places in the world where they are. You may well have stumbled on one of them. Does that mean it's an invite? Who knows?
Okay. Let us go in. Why not? I do not know.
How do I openly against this?
A gate to see a god, that does not happen very often. That is all I'm saying.
A god that we're on speaking terms with.
Yes, that is also a good point.
I think she would send a dream or something. That's what most gods do, isn't it? You get a dream saying, "Hey, I'm going to send something for you. Come on down." Not this.
Don't you worship the earth and the dead?
I still read. Like, it
Okay,
doesn't work that way for me.
okay. I know I might not be the smartest one
You
of
are
the
not.
bunch here,
You
No,
are
no, no.
not.
but what are we hoping to get down there? Like, are we expecting to dive through and have a tea party with a
Well,
god?
let me put it
Or-
this way. People are coming back from the dead from the sea. Maybe this will give us answers to why that is happening. Actually getting to hell.
We also know that the Wa clan travel via her domain. Perhaps it could afford us great speed if we were also to learn how they did it.
We don't worship her daily. I don't think we'd get the same welcoming as they may do.
Zisa reaches underneath her robes and pulls out the Charm of Hell and says, "We were given these."
That is a good point.
Still don't think
Anyway.
they're an invitation.
Let us go.
Okay. So yeah, you guys one by one, I guess, are diving in and swimming to this Hellmore in the sea and making your way in.
I would like to leave Iron behind as well.
Fair
So,
enough. Yeah, and I'm
yeah.
assuming the rest of your crew hang there as this is all going on. But yeah,
Apart from the reroll one guy.
just taking the reroll, taking them.
Just like,
Yeah.
because he's
I just-
like he's a little guy, right? Just
Yeah,
like,
he is he is a tiny little figure of a man.
I just
yeah.
grab him by his collar and just bring him with me.
Just strap him into one of those baby harnesses.
He just dives in. So yeah, you guys go swimming in. There is this gate, the aura of light, and then as you hit an event horizon, you pass into blackness for a few moments as you make your way through.
And James is like, "And party wipe. I hope you guys really
And
liked
the easiest party wipe I ever done. Congratulations!
Yeah,
You rolled a
done,
9,
yeah.
the worst number on a die, and this is what you achieved. No, you guys emerge a few moments later on the other side of the gate in a strange blue world of space. Up ahead is a large space, a giant a gaping sort of maw of a portal up ahead, and an army of skeletons and zombies in your way, and a figure at the far end who's sort of looking down on everything that is going on. A figure of a raider of some description. You can't make out any sort of a face, and there are just some light, pale, sort of glowing lights from where the eyes would be, as he sort of stands watching on as you guys sort of make your way through. And do you guys start to approach?
I push Blythe forward. This is your domain.
I'll do it. I can go first if you like.
I'll walk with you, but slightly behind you.
Is my owl here, James, or no?
I think your owl would be here. Yeah. I'll give you that. It passed the plane, so
nice.
Wait, which way is this? All right.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, he's up ahead and at the front here.
And sorry, James. Again, I cannot see anything.
You cannot see. Let's make this a little easier. 1 second. Let's check out that it might be something going on with the token vision. So let's make that a little easier.
Whoa.
So I'll instantly attack this guy, right?
Sure. We can roll initiative
With his army behind him.
So yeah, he sort of stands there looking on, and he says, "It's been a while since the living came here, except for that one," and sort of points at Rowder for a moment.
Well,
She's
we're not
been
so
through a
close.
while recently.
Just waves.
What?
The Lady of the Dead is in trouble, and you don't bring the key. What brings you here?
I really don't want to say sightseeing, so
Out
why?
of curiosity.
We're sightseeing.
Rhoda, shut up. Oh my goodness. We have
We
spoken.
hold up the charm, like, because
Yeah.
Hell gave us a charm, right? So we can hold that up.
Well, Jamie, do you have a charm? I thought you didn't, because
I don't know.
you gave yours up to help resurrect Frida's dad.
I did. You're correct.
But you can
That is
point out
right.
one of the others. That's certainly true. So
I
someone holds
hand
one
it.
up.
I hand it to Blythe. Like, just here, have mine.
Supposed to be the captain.
It is your domain. I can do it. I have a better charisma than you, I imagine. But...
We were told by Hell that we would receive a sign when the time was right, and I hold up the symbol. This entrance came upon us as we were traveling, and we figured, what other sign would there be than a gate to Hell open right in our path?
We saw a giant hole in the ocean and decided to jump in.
That's what I said.
Somebody restrain Rhoda, please.
Yeah. The figure basically looks at you and says, "It is true you do bring a favor of the shadow, but you do not bring the key."
What is the key?
Cannot say. I cannot let you enter Hell without it. But you have a favor of the shadow. I can at least aid you on your way. You wish to travel quickly? Do you have a destination in mind? I can send your ship forward many leagues if you need. But I cannot open the gate to Hell at this time.
We want to go to the inner lands. I assume we know an actual location there, but I'm blanking at the moment.
What is it you seek in the inner continent?
The Iron Witch is right.
You
The
seek
matron of the Ironwood.
That's the one.
The matron? The mother? I cannot send you directly to her. Her powers are strong. I can send you to the waterways near their lands. That would aid in your journey and speed up your movement.
Okay.
Is this what you wish to hand in your favor for?
Oh, jeez. How many favors do we have? One each, except for me.
Yeah, it was basically one each. And I think some of you have used them, at least as a portion. But he's basically asking for the charm, so someone will have to give one up if you wish to do this travel.
Yeah, you can give the one that I gave you. I haven't used it yet.
Okay. If this is something within your power, then what better way? And I sort of like turn around to quiz the other guys.
Reader will nod. Just that seems very good. We don't run the risk of running into any more dangers.
Wait, could I ask, is this gate always at this position?
Yes. When the time comes and you come with the key or knowledge of the key, I can let you pass. But right now, the shadow would stop you.
Before we go, you said that hell is in trouble? Can you speak more on that?
If you had the key, I could. But I cannot. Bring the key.
Okay, I guess we need to find the key. Whatever that is that you can't tell us, so...
Could we use the favor to have you send us to where the key is?
He thinks for a moment on that one. I think the shadow would stop me.
It is okay. Save the rest of our favors. And we will use this one and come back when we...
If you have more favors, you can always come here again for fast travel. If it is within my power to help.
We go then.
Do you have a name?
Not anymore. It's been too long. Anything I gave you would be irrelevant. Like hers is. And he sort of points at Rowder.
Oh, alright, cool.
Is Rowder not your real name, Rowder?
No.
Oh.
I thought we knew that.
I did.
Yeah.
We might do it. It's been a long time.
we have had a bit of time in between things. That is definitely true.
That's even something that's been stripped from me.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, in theory, then paying the favor, will head out from the Hellmore and make your way back to the ship, making life a little easier on that front.
Before we do, James,
yeah, this is the time.
Can Zisa just check her sealskin bag to see if Murgle's head reacts differently in this different plane than it does in the material?
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, you take a look in there, and there's no head.
What? Oh no!
Did we lose it somewhere? Where did we lose it?
Absolutely no head in that bag, so you would have sworn it was in there.
Ah, cool. We've let the god's head escape.
Zisa will keep that to herself to see if it reappears on the material plane, and then she'll give the bad news if that's the case.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What am I?
So yeah, you guys, any other questions for this, or do you leave? What are you thinking, Hodor?
I have like limbs that have bits of ironwood bedded into them.
Mm-hmm.
Does the ironwood any different being in this kind of way?
Ooh. Is the ironwood any different? Make an Arcana check, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
26. You do get the sense that that whatever the magics are that are involved with ironwood, it seems to have not grown in power here. It's almost pulled back from it. Like this is an anathema to it. Like the energies of that ironwood and the magics that are involved are of life, and this is a place of death, if that makes sense. They are not one and the same. They are opposed to each other in some way. You're definitely getting that feeling from it. whatever their strength is, it's vastly weakened here.
Okay. That's just for me.
No, fair enough.
No one else. Cool.
Interesting to note on that front. Okay, so you guys will make your way back to the ship, basically up in the annals, making your way back through the portal and into the real world. And your crew are waiting there patiently as you do. Are looking a bit freaked out by the fact that you had disappeared for a period as this is going on. There are questions from many of them as asking as to what's going on as you guys are sort of there and starting to explain what's going on. The Hellmore seems to grow like a mouth or like a worm coming out of the sea and sort of eats the ship in a moment, and as people on board begin to freak out for a moment, and then there's a moment or two of sort of blackness before the ship gets kind of spat out in the sea. Lord knows how much further downstream. However, there are signs of different forestry on some of the waterways not too far ahead, as clearly a vast swathe of passage of time or of a passage of distance, sorry, is taken off of your trip in a matter of moments, rather than the days that it would have been to travel. The inner continent is not far away.
Oh, what about Murgle's head?
Yeah, do I have this head? Is this head back?
When you do go to have another look, Zisa, Murgle's head is in your pack. When you
no one needs to know what happened. She doesn't tell anyone that just happened.
That's fair enough. As she sort of goes, phew. But it seems like he was not there for that moment.
Is he winking at me like a little mischievous shit?
Not at the moment. Seems to be all quiet. Although he still looks like a flesh head with a tied up mouth, if that makes sense, with the stitching through the mouth, if that makes sense. But still there as all that's going on. Good. The inner continent is very, very close by now. Not too far to go. I'm going to just need one last roll on the random table then, and we'll see how we are going to do with that one before you guys will make it to land. That was an interesting random to pick, but well done.
Did you think that we were actually going to go into the Hellmaw, into the water? Or no?
I at least prepared for it. At least prepare for the possibility. Yes, one more D20 roll. Whoever wants to make that last random encounter at sea before we get to the inner continent for next time. Frida, no, you're not going to roll. Who wants to take it?
I'm rolling terrible. I don't.
Someone's taking the thing.
I did it.
A 4. Bear with me. All right. Okay.
I'm guessing a sea serpent.
Guessing a sea serpent. No. Obviously, a little time will pass, and another ship up ahead starts to appear. Another Viking longship. No banner at the helm of the thing. As you're coming, you can see it in the distance. Frida, obviously, as captain, are you going to try and avoid said ship? You do have a Volve banner. That is definitely on display. No banner on their side as whatever's going on. But what's the course of action here? How does Frida play it with passing ships?
I mean, we at least need to check it. It's got no banner.
What would the reason be for not flying a banner? Because this is...
They're clanless.
Yeah, you can be clanless. Yeah, that is definitely true.
Or like us, who had their ship burned down and we had another ship.
Again, true. Yeah. Pirates is another possibility, but it's very rare, if that makes sense on that front. Usually, if you're going to attack, you just it doesn't matter as long as you've got a banner.
Or it's a ghost ship.
Yeah, or it's a ghost ship.
I think we should at least check it.
No problem.
I can send my owl over there to see what they can see.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Yeah, your owl can make its way over. There is a ship, sort of a relatively standard crew. However, there is a sort of a figure with dark, sort of curled hair, sort of looking out, and she when she sees your owl, she starts sort of waving at it and sort of beckoning. If that makes sense, is this going on? Might help if you saw an image.
It's that guy.
Not that
You just saw
guy.
him. Okay.
Not that guy. We could do with the one. 1 second. Let me just dig her out. That might be helpful. Where is she? Oh, it's going to give a name away. I can't give that away.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there is a figure on the bow with curly hair, sort of waving and beckoning as your owl sort of makes a pass, Zisa. Do you pass
they
that
have
on?
like a big sail and a mast like we do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very similar sort of Viking style ship, if that makes sense. But yeah.
Zisa will say, it is possible that someone on their crew recognizes my familiar for what it is and is waving them in to communicate. I'm going to have my owl land at the topmost part of their ship to see what they have to say. And I have the owl do a circle again, kind of just scoping out the ship, and then it will land basically on top of their sail and look at this lady expectantly.
No problem. Hi, can you let them know that I'm here and I'm ready for my appearance? Is that okay? Can you do that, Owl, please?
She says that she would like the owl, so perhaps she does not know what it is, to let us know that she is ready to make her appearance, if that means anything to anyone.
Does it?
No, it doesn't mean much to any of you as that's going on.
Okay. I suggest we all have weapons ready, or spells ready in some case. But I'm intrigued.
So, I'll keep my owl and myself warged into it while we get somewhat closer, but as we do, I will say, when we are within a certain distance, I can communicate the way that I did with Harolf. That way we do not have to be close enough for sword and shield, if we do not want to be.
Yep, that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, and she's been chatting away to the owl constantly. I don't know how much Lisa has been picking up, but this woman has not stopped. Sort of like, it's like she's prepared, she's ready. This is her time to shine for a moment, and then she'll have to get going again. Will they hurry up? Why are they not hurrying up? Make your way here now. All this is going on for a while as all of that's going on. So you bring the ship closer, I'm assuming, on that front. She will sort of start waving you down, and they start offering up a plank to sort of link the ship so that you guys can have a moment on the actual thing here. As you will see a figure is sort of standing quite proudly at the front of the ship as this is all going on, and she sort of says, well. Hello. All new faces. How's things going? Nice to meet you all. And she sort of looks around. She has got like a big sort of magic sort of looking bag on her side, and some very fancy looking shoes. As all of this is sort of going on. I don't know if I can bring up a picture a little easier. But yeah, she sort of looks at you all and sort of takes you in and says, kind of a wandering person. I'm kind of out on my travels here. Got a few things that I can sort of offer up if they're of use. Sort of a traveling salesman, if you say. I'm sort of traveling between places and worlds and stuff. And just thought I'd pop in and sort of see how you were all doing.
Is he traveling between
Worlds?
Yeah.
Wait, before
Does
we
she have
say
a T or anything like that, or a raven?
No signs of a raven or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we say anything else, hello, what is your name?
Hi. No, that's very polite of you. That's good. My name's Kira. Yeah, pleasure to meet you all properly. It's been a while since I've been in one of these, and she sort of looks around at the fourth person, breaking the fourth wall in the moment, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm basically on some travels, and I've been given some stuff, and I just thought I would sort of pop in and see how everyone's doing, and if they were interested in purchasing anything, and seeing if I can help with your adventures.
Yes.
What? This is
I've
not
been
a
allowed
normal.
to sell, I'm allowed to sell some things, and I've been given special permission to make my way here, and I'm allowed to help you guys out.
Okay.
This is not a
Also-
normal interaction for the waters, by the way. Don't.
I'm not
You
from
say you're
around
from a
here. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's all very strange here, I must admit. But very fighty and yes, very very gritty and all of that. I do get it. It's a bit different. But anyway, I do honestly, I do have some interesting items. As she starts burying her head inside this bag and sort of looking around and sort of things. I've got some nice arrows. They're pretty good in this sort of setting. I know that much. Potions of things, water breathing, and things like that. A few wands in here of different types. A few things that might be of interest to adventurers such as yourselves.
Okay, can I insight this?
Absolutely, you can. You can definitely insight this. Yeah.
Frida is baffled. She doesn't know what the
Fair
hell's
enough.
going
Fair
on.
enough on that one. Let me just see if I can. I can't do her pluses correctly in here, can I? I can. Hang
Oh,
on.
I will also divine sense because that's usually what I do anyway.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And I will be ritually casting detect magic as we get closer to this lady.
No problem. I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
Divine sense. She is definitely giving off religious vibes, if that makes sense. There's an aura about her that is definitely
Not celestial.
technically it's close enough that I would give it to you, if that makes sense. So she's giving off. She's giving off that. So she's giving off those sort of vibes, definitely on that one. Other than that, she's hard to read, Frida. Yeah, you can't make out much of anything from that one. Basically, from your detect magic as well. If you are doing that, then Zisa, then you would definitely be picking up that. Her bag's magical, her boots are magical. It's an all round thing. And any of the items that she has pulled out of the bag, each of them has been sort of has been magical as she does it. But basically, yes, you've run into the wandering merchant that I have made into Kira, and you have to have some options. She does have some bits on her that might help aid you in your
Divine
things.
sense does say if I can detect good or evil. So is this a good person?
This is a good person. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
you are at least getting that. Yeah, I get one episode in this. Don't spoil my only thing in here. She's saying,
It doesn't have to be just the one episode, Kira.
oh, no,
Yeah,
he's got
very well.
rules. He's got rules. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it.
Okay, let
He's
us look
watching,
at
you
your
know, he's
wares.
watching. No problem. So yes, she's offering. So she can offer you arrows +1 if you want a quantity of those for 25 gold pieces. There is a chime of opening. You can also get crossbow bolts +1s if you're so inclined. Oil of slipperiness, potions of healing. Let me see if I can show players.
I've got
Can you
it.
bring it up?
If
You
you
can
if
bring
you
it
go
up.
close enough, you have to be within 5 feet, which is weird.
I also, again, can't see.
Well, we
Wand
can,
of secrets.
let's see.
Oh,
what we can-
Jonathan had that. Did she take his Wand of Secrets?
Oh, maybe she gets around. 1 sec. Let's see if we can.
She gets around.
Not in
How
that
dare
way.
you.
Between
How dare
campaigns,
you.
she
Like
gets around. Don't make this dirty.
Oh.
My wife
life like that.
Don't make
How
this
dare you.
dirty. Yeah.
Aggie's life went in like a blink of an eye, didn't it? Like what?
We don't know where this fits in the timeline. It's wishy-washy. Right.
He's a god as well. He's immortal.
That again true. There is definitely gods amongst them.
Yeah, but aren't everyone always trying to kill the gods? So like, how long did Aggie last? How long did
Everyone
anyone
wanted
last?
to kill Aggie. He was a delight.
So yeah, hopefully you can actually see her sheet and what she's offering. So if you do have some gold that you wish to try and spend on some items, this is probably your time.
Detection.
You've got 2 interesting ones on your random rolls tonight. That's good.
I can't afford anything.
Oh man, you've got no gold left. Oh.
Well, it says I got 15, but I don't think that's.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think this version of me has.
This is where I'll transition back. I guess. I'm going to say, just for safety's sake, you've got 150 each left, if that makes sense as a start point. So you can, if you want to pile it together in some ways, you can obviously make choices, if you will.
So the party loot says we have 50 platinum and 100 gold.
Yes, you had 50 platinum and 100 gold because you sold the wine.
Yeah, and then we spent loads.
And then you spent a load of that. So yeah, let's go for safety's sake that you got 150 each, just for starters, just to keep keep this going. So you can pull it together if there's something you really want. But yeah, this is basically you can buy some power ups before getting to the inner continent.
150 each are not gonna get far, I think, with some of these items.
Well, not with the big ones. No, that's definitely not true. But you do, you could get to water breathing or some of the potions of healing. You could certainly do. And
I imagine Blythe is just going to buy
maybe I can
loads
come
of
back
arrows.
later in another episode if I get lucky and and he lets me back one more time. He sort of looks around.
Who are you talking about? Frida just snaps.
He can hear everything you say. Yes.
Kira, are you still looking for a crew? By any chance? Like, we could always try to join us.
Oh, I would love to, but I'm bound by the accords. He won't let me. He won't let me do it.
Out of curiosity, where did you come from? Just out of pure curiosity.
I'm a traveler. I travel a lot. I come and go from a few different places, and there's like more than one world, if that makes sense. There's more than one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes,
well, we have actually recently learned that. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
A friend of ours came from a different world. A tiny child.
Okay. So not the first then. Good to know. So I come from another place that is sort of linked to this one, and I'm sort of I have my moments where I can move between them. And this
Was
is
it
my
by
I'm
chance
allowed to
made
for
by
now.
the same person? made by the same people.
Oh. She only had one.
They're listening.
Arrow, by the
They're
way,
listening.
James.
Sorry, say again.
She only has one arrow.
No, it's
That's
not one
why
arrow.
we've
Sorry,
got-
it would be a group of 10. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, so that's it's
One
25
arrow,
for a group of 10.
25
So
gold.
I will hold
I'll change that
I'll
then.
hold to that. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be just one.
I cannot buy anything, so goodbye.
Oh, I'll try and come back with some more interesting stuff later in the in episodes if he lets me. But and how you see how the rolls go and all that. It's anyway, it's a thing. But well, good luck with it all. I hope it all goes well. You sure nothing else of interest? No, all good. Any questions?
Unless you wanna give us some stuff for free.
Well, I don't know. And she sort of like sleight of hand, Hodor, something that sort of is sort of shoved your way for a moment.
Oh, and Hodor's hand?
Yeah.
We're playing favorites. Yeah, I wonder why.
Sexy Aggie with it.
So she said, no, I can't do things like that. As something appears in your hands for a moment, and as that happens. But anyway, like I said, good luck with it all. I hope your adventures go well and all of that.
Okay.
I can't go in much further, but yeah, good luck with it all. And I hope we'll see you again. And she
Thank
sort of
you.
steps back onto her ship, and we'll I'll let you get ready to go on your ways.
That's a very strange one.
That is by far the weirdest encounter I've ever had on this season. I've traveled this season a lot.
Absolutely,
Even the
there
portal to hell was
less
normal.
was less weird than meeting Kira. That is very valid. That is very valid.
Perhaps if Sadi was still with us, she could have taken her back home.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
If she was allowed. Seems to be fearful of some guy controlling her or something.
something overreaching.
We spoke to the being who was bound by the shadows. Perhaps she is bound in another way, a similar way, where she must act within a certain accord.
Or she is
Play
just
her role.
crazy.
That is also possible if she is a planar traveler.
What did she give me?
So there is a bottle of something, green liquid that has been thrown in your hands.
When you drink it, it gives you Aggie's voice.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
Further for the rest of the time. Can I Arcana check the bottle, please?
We will do. We will cover that off camera at a later date. But yes, you absolutely can do that in time. But as we're going to come to basically making our way to the inner continent now, as this is going on, I've just got one last sort of bit. As you will see as you travel that last bit into the waterways of the inner continent, you can see where it thins out. The standard trees that you have been seeing on your travels thin it out, and slowly but surely there is the blue tint of ironwood trees start to appear one by one in amongst the standard sort of trees in amongst this going on. There is up ahead what's going on up ahead, an almighty forest of these ironwoods is going to be before you all, and you are going to be traipsing through the witches' lands to see what you can find. But I do want to end with one scene, just to set things up for the next time on this one. 1 second. So yeah, we sort of see the camera sort of pan from your little boat, and it sort of makes its way across the woods and into the depths of this ironwood. And you can see these old trees with this old magic that seems to be around them, vines creeping over the wood, and there is some sort of wood and stone structure in amongst all of this, some sort of secluded haven of some sort. It seems to be lit by dimly glowing runes that seem to be etched with the essence of the forest, as a lone figure sits upon a throne in the middle of all of this. Let me find him for a moment. And he seems to be sitting there looking out with this ginormous sword at the side of him on this throne, as his glowing green eyes are sitting looking out. Another figure makes their way into the scene from behind, sort of almost like a shadow, and a feminine voice says to her, "Witch King, the chosen, now draw near." Each word is sort of hanging in the air. It is almost your time to rise again. Show them what they're really dealing with. They will be here within a day or two. I set your hands free. Let them know what true pain is. And he sort of solemnly nods in the moment and sort of stands up from his throne like he hasn't moved in a long time, like roots and growths sort of breaking off him. And he is set free for next time. And that's kind of where we'll pick up, from the next time when we will make our way into the inner continent and we will figure out what's actually going on with the witches. Well done, everyone.